California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Cal Golden Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hands it off. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
Snags it, and there's running room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right side, it's Turner. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Throwing Songa Bolatelli. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. See some running room. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Pass to 6. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. On the return, it's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First two plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season and...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Look out. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Riley. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Rush right in his face. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. 4th down, Songa Bolatelli. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Handoff from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. His 3rd touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a little space.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw, wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right at the line. Bust through behind his pad. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Ole Miss with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Turning it on.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment on the play. 4th down, Songa Bolatelli. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense putting points on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Slips through the line. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. The run inside. It's Riley. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. From the gun on third down, Songa Bolatelli. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Left side, it's McKinley. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Makes the grab over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Out wide left, it's McKinley. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Under pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on fourth and short. Needs it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick give. It's Henderson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From deep, it's Hale. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And no panic from the QB. It's 4th down. I need you to make a play. Okay, I'll just scramble around, stay patient, get the completion. 1st down, no big deal.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sangapolatelli. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the front. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Rides to the back. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Straight ahead, it's Green. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That's not